Hello, Gemini, my beautiful souls. Welcome to your monthly love reading. This will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Please keep in mind energy can go vice versa, and this reading won't resonate with everyone, so take what fits, but please leave the rest out. Okay, let's see. We have Truth with the King. I was told to take one more, and the Hawk. So clarity is gained here. Someone got a missing piece of information, and it finally hit them like a ton of bricks, and realizes the truth in a situation where someone might have not done things out of integrity. It feels like now someone's definitely feeling the weight and the burden of their actions. Irreplaceable, the way you love can never be matched with time. I'm afraid it's too late to take action. Yeah, someone might feel like the consequences are too much to bear, that maybe there's no chance to move forward, but they just can't stop loving or feeling the energy between you two. Overall energy, 10 of Pentacles. This is about completion, but long-term stability. This is about building an empire. I feel like there was a goal here or a fantasy in mind, and it just fell through. Okay, let's see what's going on in your energy. We have 4 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, 4 of Wands, Hierophant, and the Fool card. A lot of you are looking at your life or assessing some beliefs or things that you felt you thought were right in the past, even just in your life in general, and seeing that maybe you don't believe that way any longer. Maybe it was a belief from childhood, or it was just pushed upon you where you thought you had to conform. It's kind of like you're making your own rules at this moment. You're deciding what is good for you, what is fair, what is honest. You're not allowing others to dictate to you any longer what your life should look like. Especially with the 4 of Wands, 7 of Wands, you're protecting your own territory here. 4 of Pentacles, keeping your feelings or your intentions under wraps for the current moment until you decide exactly which direction you want to go. So trust in this process, because with the Hierophant here, you are paving the way on your spiritual journey. This is enlightenment, and you're finally stepping into your own. Regardless of what's going on with this person, I see that it has to do with this connection pushing you on your path here. Okay, let's see what's going on in their energy. We have 8 of Swords, 10 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and the 10 of Swords. Wow. This is that feeling of, I cannot believe I lost what I lost. I have hit rock bottom because I realized I lost my emotional fulfillment, my happily ever after, the one person that understood me, that I knew I could have a future with. But what the heck did I do? 8 of Swords, this person feels very trapped in circumstances, possibly their environment, or this just can be their belief that they are not good enough, or they hurt you so deeply or did such wrong to you that there's no way forward. They're kind of in limbo here, thinking about the past, thinking about the future, fantasizing about what could have been. And they're realizing in the 2 of Pentacles, something has to give here. I can't go on any longer in this energy. Let's see this 8 of Swords. 3 of Cups, Page of Cups. Gemini, you are haunting them. They're feeling so trapped about nostalgic feelings that they have, the past, certain memories that come up that make them feel alive, and then they realize they don't have you. So it makes them miss you. It makes them feel remorse and regret, and all they want to do is be able to have you in their life or be able to talk to you in some way, but they feel they're not allowed to or restricted in that sense. Okay, let's see what's happened in the past. We have Judgment, 6 of Wands, Hanged Man, 6 of Swords. I see it's kind of pushing this reading towards a lot of you being in a spiritual connection. This person is not just an ordinary person or relationship. But Judgment, 6 of Wands, there are things that should have been done differently. This person chose ego over love, fear of giving in or having to make a change in their life versus their desires. So I see that they caved. They were unable to really make a decision based on how they felt about you because they had to look at things logically. It's kind of like something had happened in their situation here where they felt that it was mandatory, they have to move on. They felt they didn't have a choice in the matter, that they had to do what was responsible or what was right. So let's see the Six of Swords. Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. Yeah, they felt like their hands were tied. There was no way to move past the initial stages of this. Even if you were in a relationship with them or a hidden connection for a long time, it feels like there was nothing that they could do about it, and it frustrated them. So they started to bury themselves into work or distract themselves with other things so that they wouldn't feel bad about this, because they knew they were only giving you a little bit. They felt successful that you came into their life, that you made them a better version of themselves. You were everything that they desired and more. They just felt like they couldn't have it, or it wasn't theirs to take. Maybe they weren't good enough as well. That's showing up. So let's see this Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, Nine of Cups. Yeah, it's like dangling a carrot right in front of them. That's how they felt throughout this whole connection, and that's why it might have felt off. It's showing that for you guys, you felt like there was nothing that you could do, and it was very frustrating because you felt like your emotions and everything you put into this was all tied up in this one person's decision, and that they had the upper hand all along. So there's nothing really you could do about it, but it's showing that you are their wish fulfillment here. Nine of Cups. You are everything that sparks their soul, their desires, makes them want to be better in this life. But with the Judgment card, they did choose Six of Wands, the ego. All right, let's see what's happened here in the challenge. Let's get some more details. I feel the emotions were running high throughout all of this because everything was so up in the air, so uncertain about what they were going to do or what was going to happen to this connection. Justice, Five of Wands, and the King of Wands. Yeah. So there is intense chemistry here, a lot of passion, and they could have used that to converse with you mainly. If that's not the case, it's showing me that this person was bullheaded at times. They really focused on what they needed to get done in their life, and so you gave them some leeway, some time here, but it caused a lot of friction, or there was conflict here. It could be external conflict with other people or someone in their life that was pulling them away from you. So some of you could have been in a star-crossed lover situation, but this frustration was very unfair. With the Justice card, things were so unbalanced that something needed to be made right, and the Divine took notice. Let's see the Five of Wands. Yeah, look at this. Seven of Cups, Three of Swords, and the Sun. What was illuminating in the energy was that a choice needed to be made, but there was a lot of pain and suffering because someone was confused on which direction to take. And it became very clear in the end, in the Sun card, that this person was choosing other people or other things in their life over you. And this was very painful. Let's see this King of Wands. Queen of Swords. Yeah, it's like you couldn't get them to talk with you sometimes, maybe on a deep level, or you just couldn't get their attention. It feels like they would only give as much as they could in the moment, and they were ready to run away, right? It felt so off balance here because Queen of Swords, Five of Swords, it felt like you had to be on guard. You had to be cautious. What was this person's intentions? Because I know the feeling between us is deep. I know this is real. They feel it too because we cannot disconnect from each other. But what gives here? Why are they playing games, or they're trying to sabotage this? Like, what's going on? They're not talking to me. Let's see this Five of Swords. This left you feeling hurt, emotionally depleted, but also able to stand up for yourself. And the Queen of Swords. Six of Pentacles, Four of Swords. Yeah, they might have been giving into two different things here, but it just shows that they weren't reciprocating. They tended to hold back or kind of procrastinate here, making a decision or doing anything about this. So it did stay in limbo. Also, as they did this, it felt like they were detaching from you, that they were very cold for doing this because they weren't giving you an explanation why. So because they weren't talking to you and they would just go MIA for a while, it was painful. And the Queen of Swords, you're like, no, how could you do this to me? How could you treat me this way? I give you all the love in the world. Let's see this Justice. Nine of Wands. Yeah, you just really didn't know what to do. You guys were very cautious, still sticking in it because you believe and had faith in this connection and this love that is here. But something had to give, and I see that this person retreated. A lot of you didn't get an answer, or there was no resolution here. No closure. Okay, let's see what's going to happen. Tower, Queen of Cups, Ace of Swords, and the World card. Undeniable truth coming out in the open. A breakthrough moment where everything starts moving fast. So if this reading is resonating with you, we're going to find out in the extended exactly what this person does, what they say moving forward, as well as the timing and the outcome. If this is your last stop, though, thank you so much for joining me, guys. Many blessings to you. Please take care of yourself, and I'll see you next time.